श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So yesterday we were seeing what are the pointers to a person who is feeling bad about what he did. If a person is repenting about what bad karma he did, then these are the only for that person who repents, not for everyone. So if a person knows that he did bad and he does not care about it, then you cannot find these kind of pointers to his actions. There will be no signs. So he says, yati skalitaihi padaihi भिन्नस्वरमुखवर्णः शङ्कितदृष्टिः समुत्पतिततेजाः भवति हि पापं कृत्वा स्वकर्मचन्द्रास्ता पुरुषः. So a person, one who repents, santrasitah, one who is pained by his act after doing the sin, pāpaṃ krutva, after doing the sin, after doing the wrong act, these are the signs. Bhinnaswara mukhavarnah, his face, his voice, his color, they will be different from what it was. What happened to your face? Why is your face, the color drained in your face? We ask these kind of things, right? What happened to your voice? So we can understand that he did a mistake. Okay, shankita drishti, and there will be a doubtful vision. So his look itself will be very doubtful. Then samutpatita tejaha, his luster will be gone. Yati skalitaihi padaihi mukhavaivarnya sanyutah lalatasvedabhag bhuri gadgadam bhashate vachah. Then ayati skalitaihi padaihi, he will be shivering while walking. He will be shivering. He will not be able to stand still, walk straight. Mukhavaivarnya sanyutah, and his face will be completely distorted. Lalatasvedabhag, and his forehead will be sweating. Bhuri gadgadam bhashate, and his voice will have this shiver. Okay, now adhodṛṣṭirvadetkṛtvā pāpaṃ prāptaḥ sabhāṃ naraḥ tasmād yatnāt parignyayaśchinnairyetaihi vichakṣanaihi adhodṛṣṭirvadetkṛtvā pāpaṃ prāptaḥ sabhāṃ naraḥ tasmād yatnāt parignyayaśchinnaihi etaihi vichakṣanah. Tasmād, therefore, vichakṣanaihi, people who are smart, intelligent people, etaihi chinnaihi, with these signs, yatnāt parignyayaha, they should have to find the sinner, the person who did the wrong act, the convictor, properly. adhodṛṣṭirvadetkṛtvā pāpaṃ krutva pāpaṃ adhodṛṣṭirvadet sabhāṃ prāptaḥ naraḥ pāpaṃ krutva adhodṛṣṭirvadet. If a person is coming to the court, sabhāṃ, coming to the court after doing some sin, then he will not be able to look into eyes of people. He will be looking down. Adhodṛṣṭir. We also see this in the world also. We ask people, look into my eyes and tell. Look into my eyes. A person who is a habitual offender can do that, but person who did it for the first time, he can't. Anyacca. There are other thing. There is another thing also. This is a habitual offender. It is a very, very easy thing for them. But for a person who is new, I remember story. I was asked to take this exam. It's not a compulsory exam. It's a extracurricular kind of act. And I was ready to give up. Actually, I paid the fees, but I was ready to give up. But my teacher was very adamant, saying that you should have to. You don't have to study. You will pass. Don't worry. Go. I said, okay, good. I went to the exam and I wrote the exam. First paper over. Second paper, the fellow next to me was looking into some small bits of paper. He brought some bits and he was looking into it and he was writing peacefully. The teacher saw him and she was not saying anything. And this fellow passed the paper to me. And I took the paper, I was to write, my hands start shivering. My hands started shivering. I could not write anything. I just folded the paper and gave it. The teacher was asking, "What happened?" I cannot write. My hands are shivering. She was just laughing. And this is the secret. I tell everyone, I failed just by 5 marks. First paper I passed. The second paper I failed by 5 marks. People will pity me. Oh, if he had got 5 marks. The truth is, I failed by 5 marks does not mean I failed for because of lack of 5 marks. But I got only 5 marks in my second paper. So the twist of words. So thing is, if you are not habitual, that fellow was writing cool, no issues. But first paper, then I decided never to touch, even see a person who is copying from a book or a sheet. Okay, now anyacca, and another thing. What is this another thing? What is the sign of a person who didn't commit a sin? Is there something? Yes. prasannavadano hruštah spaṣṭavākyaḥ saroṣadṛk sabhāyāṃ vakti sāmarṣaṃ sāvaṣṭambho naraḥ śuciḥ. prasannavadano hruštah spaṣṭavākyaḥ saroṣadṛk sabhāyāṃ vakti sāmarṣaṃ sāvaṣṭambho naraḥ śuciḥ. Śuciḥ naraḥ, a person who is a clean person, pure person, who has not committed any sin. That person, sabhāyāṃ vakti, he speaks in the court. How? Sāvaṣṭambho, with anger. Sāmarṣaṃ, with force. saroṣadṛk, his eyes will be fiery. spaṣṭavākyaḥ, his words will be very clear. hruštah, he will be very happy, smiling. prasannavadano, he will have a very pleasant smile in his face. A pleasant face he will have. So no distortion, etc. So these are the signs. Okay, now where are we? We are in the court. Now these fellows were asking, the judges were asking this fellow, nāpitaḥ, what happened? And he is, because of pain, he is not able to look at them. And because of the day's situation, he is like, now people thought, okay, this fellow has committed this sin. Because he cannot look at us. And he is not able to answer. Okay, all the signs are there. Fine, done. strīdharṣaṇādvadhya. So since he has tortured a woman, he should be killed. He tortured a woman. Therefore, what is the Dharmashastra says? He should be punished to death. Yes. tacchūlīyāmāropyatāmiti. And that's not a simple punishment. If you torture without any reason, you will not be hung to death, nor given a poison. No pleasant death. Death means it should mean something to others. śuciḥ. Shula means a sharp-edged wood. So it will be like a pillar. Okay. So a wooden pillar with a sharp tip. They'll throw you on it. That is the kind of death. Atha, if a person sees that kind of death, will he be able to even think about making a mistake? Sin against a woman? No. Because you are hung, you are going to shiver and shoot your body 3-4 times, that's all, over. Everything is gone. Poison, quick, you will die. But this, until the blood drains out, or until you don't lose consciousness, etc., you will feel the pain and you will feel the torture. So, atha, vadhyasthāne. How nasty this is. Now, if a person is seen doing that kind of, getting that kind of punishment, if he mean getting punished like that, then Who will dare to do any mistake then? That is the kind of idea. Okay. Atha vadhyasthāne nīyamānaṃ tamavalokya devasarmā tāndharmādhikṛtāngatvā provāca. This is crude punishment. These fellows, even without understanding, let us wait for the second situation. Atha vadhyasthāne nīyamānaṃ tamavalokya. Seeing him taken for being punished to death, devaśarmā tāndharmādhikṛtāngatvā provāca. Devasarmā, who was a witness for all this, he went to the judges, dharmadhikaris, and gatvā provāca, and said these words: Bho, sir, anyānyenaiṣa varāko vadhyate. Without any reasons, this simpleton will get killed. Varāka, this simpleton, this innocent, he will get killed. Nāpitaḥ sadhu samācārayesha. This barber is a very good man. Tacchūlīyāmāropyatāmiti. Please listen to me, my words. Jambuka hudiyuddhena. He brings up that shloka, Jambuka hudiyuddhena, which Damanaka told Karataka. That is when the story started. When Karataka asked, how is this? Then he started the story. So that shloka he says, meaning the jackal which entered in between the fight of Ram got killed. I got cheated by this Ashadabhuti, and this Nāpitaḥ and Kaulika were cheated by these women. That story he says. Atha te sabhya ochuhu. That in short he said, te sabhya ochuhu. The court, the judges in the court, they said, Bho Bhagavan, katham iti'tha. Oh Lord, oh God, how is this? Please tell me, because he is a sannyasi, right? So, Bho Bhagavan, oh sir, please tell us what it is. Tato devaśarmā teśāṃ trayānāpi vrittāntam vistarena katham akathite. So, Devasarmā explained the whole story regarding the Ram and the jackal, himself and the Ashadabhuti, and this story completely, entire story in detail. Tadakarnya suvispita manasaha te nāpitam vimochi mitha prochu. Tadakarnya, hearing that, suvispita manaha, completely distraught, in shock. Suvispita manaha means in shock, in awe, in surprise. Te nāpitam vimochya, they released the Nāpita and mitha prochu. They spoke between themselves. What is the suvispita manaha? See, like the punishment was so dangerous, these people were, this is just a sessions court. There is high court, there is Supreme Court, all that you said, right? Yes, I said, but this court decision will be upheld everywhere, kind of, because these people, they were very, 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 very ethical about the things. If they find themselves having given even a small error in their judgment, having given a wrong judgment, they will die. They can't, they resign, they will not hold the position. That is the kind of integrity these people had. Now, who has integrity? Therefore, if they say something, no one questions them. Now, people don't have integrity. Even judges don't have integrity. So, what to talk about the others? So, mitha prochu, criminal will not have integrity. At least he has integrity in what he is doing. They spoke to between themselves. What is there? Why should they speak? Replace that fellow with this lady. Over. No. That is not that simple. Why? Aho. Now they speak between themselves. Avadhyo brahmano balaha strī tapasvī ca rogabhāg vihita vingita teshāṃ aparādhe mahatyapi. Avadhyah brahmanah balaha strī tapasvī ca rogabhāg vihita vingita teshāṃ aparādhe mahatyapi. Mahatyapi aparādhe teshāṃ vigita vyangita. Kasam avadhyah brahmanah balaha strī tapasvī rogabhāg. These people cannot be punished. Punished means punished to death. Avadhyah, they cannot be punished to death. Who? A Brahmin, a kid, balaha, a kid, strī, a woman, tapasvi, a person of penance, rogbhak, a person who is sick. These cannot be punished to death. Oh, no. This is people with integrity we are talking about. Even people, they were with integrity, right? So that is what, that is why. And vihita vengita, they'll be going unpunished. No. The punishment which is prescribed for them, vihita is prescribed for them, is vengita, to cut a limb of their body. That is what is the punishment for them. See, though it is so, the punishment till death is what is avoided for Brahmin, etc. But not severe punishment. Like it is said in the Dharma Shastra, other Dharma Shastras, a person, if he is a Brahmin, he should be punished 4 times. If he is Kshatriya, he should be punished 3 times. If he is Vaishya, punished 2 times. If he is a Shudra, not 1 time. He should be left scot-free. What? Yes, because the Shudra is going to do only the bidding of the others. So he didn't do anything of himself. He does not have the brains to do anything of himself. So not for him. A Brahmin, whereas he knows what is right and what is wrong, and he can decide and what not decide, but he still decided to do the crime. So he should be punished severely. Kshatriya, he is a person with spontaneous fear, anger. So he will do something wrong. That's possibility. So tries, though he knows right and wrong. Vaishya, he will always try to avoid this kind of crimes. And if he still does a crime, then it is inevitable that he had to do that kind of situation. So he got into that situation. Therefore, he is not punished that much. That is the grade for punishment. Everyone is not punished the same way. Tadasyaha nasikāchyedaha swakarmana hi samhritah. And they spoke between themselves that you have to cut one of her limbs, and her nose is cut already by her karma, her own karma. She got it. She is already punished. No. Her limb is already cut. No. That is according to her karma. That is God's punishment. Tato rajanigrahastu karnachedah karyah. The punishment from the king, the kingdom, the court, is to cut her ears. That is punishment from God. This is punishment from the king. So let her ear be cut. Okay. Atha anusthite devaśarmā'pi vittanaśa samudbhuta shokarahitah punapi svakiyam athayatanam gacchāma. Tatha anusthite. After they gave her the punishment, devaśarmā too vittanaśa samudbhuta shokarahitah, without the sorrow, without the grief of losing his money. He had the great grief of losing his money, right? He losing that grief. Punapi, again, swakiyam athayatanam jagama. He went to his matha again. Okay? Ato aham bravimi. That is why I say Jambuka hudiyuddena iti. Now Damaka says this. That is why I say Jambuka hudiyuddena. Do you understand now? The jackal between the ram. Do you understand now? He says yes. Karataka now asks. Okay, what should we do against this? Vetikara means in return, against. So what should we, avayoho, what should we do in against this situation? In this situation, Damanaka said, so he is asking, what can we do in this situation? We are tied. We can't do anything. That is what Karataka feels. Damanaka says, Yem vidhyapi samaye mama buddhispurana bhavishyati. Even in such a situation, in proper time, my intellect will work. My brain will work. Yena sanjivakam prabhoho vishleshishyami. With using that smartness, that intelligence, that brain, that knowledge, I will split. Vishleshishyami, I will split. Sanjivakam prabhoho. Sanjivaka and Prabhu, the king, the Pingalaka. I will split the king and the Sanjivaka. I will do that. Uktanchaita said. What is said? Ekam anyātha hanyāt ishur mukto dhanushmata buddhimata srishta hanti rāṣṭram sanāyakam ekam hanyat nava hanyat ishuh muktah dhanushmata buddhihi buddhimatah srishta hanti sarāṣṭram sanāyakam. dhanushmata muktah ishuh ekam hanyat nava hanyat. Dhanush means bow. A man with a bow. From him, ishuhu muktaha. Ishu means arrow. If the arrow is released by this bow man, then if it released, ekam hanyat nava hanyat, it can either kill someone or not. There is always it may not reach its goal. There is always a possibility. But buddhimataha buddhi srishta hanti rāṣṭram sanāyakam. A knowledge, a brainwave, idea, that which is created by a person who is intelligent, a smart person, it will destroy the kingdom along with the king. That is how sharp the intellect is. Tadaham maya prapanchane. So what are you going to do? That's the next question. So he understands. Dhavanaka says, Tadaham maya prapanchena guptam ashritya tam spotaishyami. I, by deceit, by illusion. Maya prapancha means by creating an illusion, by deceiving. Guptam ashritya, secretly, tam spotaishyami. I will break them up. Now he says, spotaishyami, I will blast them, I will break them. Karataka says, Bhadra, dear, good man, yadi kathamapi tava maya pravesham bingalaka nyasyati sanjivako va tada nūnam vighāta eva. Good man, yadi kathamapi tava maya pravesham pingalaka sanjivako va nyasyati. If this in deceit you are in secrecy you are going to enter this place, but if either Sanjivaka or Pingalaka understands this, knows that you are the person, knows that you have entered, someone other than them has entered, then tada nūnam vighāta eva, then you are definitely going to be killed. You are dead. So Braveed, then he says, Tata, naivam vada, gūಢ buddhibhi āpatkāle vidhuroyapi deve buddhi prayoktavya na uddyamastyājyah kadāchit dhunakshara nyāyena buddhe sāmrājyam bhavati. Tata, dad, what? They are friends, right? Now, in a situation between friends, when the situation, the person is talking like your dad, father or your mother, then you will say, oh mom, please stop it. Or dad, please stop it. Don't be a dad for me. We say these kind of things. That is the kind of, oh dad. Naivam vada, don't speak like that. Gūಢ buddhibhi āpatkāle, a person with sharp intellect. Gūಢ buddhi means sharp intellect, subtle intellect. Āpatkāle vidhuropi deve, in a tough situation, in a challenging situation, even if the God is against, even if their prarabdha karma is against, buddhi prayoktavya na uddyamasthyaja, they should have to use their intellect. They should never give up what they have begun. Kadāchit, never. Dhunakshara nyāyena buddhe sāmrājyam bhavati kadāchit. Sometime or other, dhunakshara nyāyena, according to this logic called dhuna akshara, your effort will bear fruit. What is the dhuna akshara? Dhuna means a place where there is ash. Let us simply put a blank ground. Okay, as ground with sand or ground with ash or something. Okay, when you are thinking, you have no idea what you are thinking. Or nowadays we have a pen and paper, so we'll be just scribbling something. When we are troubled, we take the stick, we'll be scribbling something. Or when you are troubled, we'll just scribble something on the paper. Suddenly, whatever we scribbled will look like a image, a character, an image, which sometimes becomes a pointer to our confusion. Okay, this is how I have to solve. Something happens like that, right? So, dhuna akshara nyāyena, like somebody scribbles on the ash, and something comes up. Similarly, using that logic of chance, I will do it. Tyājyam nadhairyam vidhurepi deive धैर्यात् कदाचित् स्थितिम् आप्नुयात् सः याते समुद्रेऽपि हि पोतभङ्गे सायात्रिको वाञ्छति कर्म एव त्याज्यं न धैर्यं विधुरेऽपि देवे धैर्यात् कदाचित् स्थितिम् आप्नुयात् सः याते समुद्रे अपि हि पोतभङ्गे सायात्रिका वाञ्छति कर्म एव विधुरेऽपि दैवे na dhairyam tyajyam. Even if the gods are against, we should never give up our courage, our valor, our strength, our courage, mental strength. Dhairyat, because of that courage, kadachita sthitim apniyat, you will sometime gain the victory. There is always a possibility. Yate samudre potabange apihi sanyatrika vanchiti karmeva. When you are traveling in the ocean or sea, and the boat in which you travel broke, Potabhangi, it broke, that boat broke, and it is sinking. Sanyatrika, the travelers, the business people who are traveling, these businessmen, Vanchati Karmayeva, they will always desire to escape somehow or other by holding on to something, or they will want to, even if they catch hold of a dead body, they want to stay alive. Okay, that is what they desire. Again, atha similarly, udyoginam satatamatra sameti lakshmi devam hi devam iti ka purushaha vadanti devam nihatya kuru paurushamatma shaktya yatne krite yadi na siddhyati kotra doshaha. In Tirukural, beautiful shloka, similar shloka is there. Daivattāin āgādinu muyarchi tannai varutha koolitaram. Meaning that even if it cannot be granted by the gods, muyarchi, your effort, if you are putting the effort by struggle, creating pain for your body and mind, etc., even still, then it will pay. That struggle will pay. Udyoginam satatamatra sameti lakshmi. Satatamatra lakshmi udyoginam sameti. Always Lakshmi, the goddess of money, wealth, she will come to people who she will reach people who are always putting effort to gain more money. Devam hi devamiti ka purusha vadanti. And the ka purusha, the weak people, the lazy people, the people with fear, they will say, it is devam hi devam, it is all fate, it is all God's will. They will only speak about that. They will not put forth any effort. Devam nihatya kuru paurusham atma shaktya. Leave alone God. Put your effort. Paurusham means purusha prayatnam. Your free will. Put your free will and put some effort. Do some effort. Do some action yourself. Leave alone the God. But even still, if it is not going to pay, yatne krite yadi na siddhyati. Even after putting forth all the effort, if it is not going to be fruitful, then kotra dosha. What is the loss there? You put some effort, at least there will be a mental satisfaction that you did some effort, right? So that is what he means. Tadevam jnātvā sūda buddhi prabhavena yatha tau api nas jñāsyatah tatha mitho vidyojishyami. So, knowing this with my sharp intellect, like in a way they won't understand, I will enter and I will break them. Vyojishyami, I will break them. I will break their friendship. Uktancha, it is said, Suguptasyapi dambhasya brahmapyantam na gacchati kaulikam vishnu-rūpena rajakanyam nishevate. Suguptasyapi dambhasya brahma api antam na gacchati kauliko vishnu-rūpena rajakanyam nishevate. Suguptasyapi dambhasya, a dambha, the ego, when you have completely covered your ego, your arrogance. If you have completely covered your ego or arrogance, no one understands, no one knows that you are egotistical or arrogant. Then Brahmapi antam na gacchati. Even Brahma does not know what will happen. Gacchati here means does not. Brahmapi na gacchati. Brahma will not even go to the end. That is not how you have to understand. Gacchati here means gamalru. Gato is the root word, but vatyasthāne, all the root words which have the meaning of to go can be interpreted in gati, to go, jnana, to know, prāpti, to gain. In three meanings you can understand. So, na gacchati means even Brahma cannot, the creator cannot understand what will happen. Kauliko Vishnu Rupena. Example, Kaulika Vishnu Rupena Rajakanyam Nishevate. Kaulika in the form of Vishnu, Rajakanyam, the princess, Nishevate, enjoys the princess. Now, what does that mean? Kaulika. Again Kaulika. In the previous story, the Kaulika, we took it as a name because nāpitaḥ Kaulika, we took it as a name. We didn't give it any importance. Normally, Kaulika can be a name. Kaulika can mean also weaver, person who weaves, is also Kaulika. And here, an imposter. Kaulika is imposter. Like Ashadabhuti is a deceiver. This fellow is an imposter. Okay. So Ashadabhuti means in the previous talk, poem, Ashadabhuti means a person who is a hypocrite. Here, a person who is an imposter is Kaulika. Okay, this fellow is imposter. He's making the princess believe that he is Vishnu. That is the story. Okay. Kat Karataka. Karataka says, how is this? We'll start the fifth story. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.